Chapter 12. Another fine mess. The wall between our kitchen and the living room was not thick, and we could hear murmuring voices. "Well, Cat," said Dad. "Well, Ted," he quoted a line from his film favourites Lauren and Hardy. "Another fine mess." Cat started crying more and didn't seem to be able to stop. Dad put his hand on her shoulder, but this was not a good idea because it made her cry louder. Through her sobbing noises, I tried to hear what the voices from the living room were saying. I heard odd words. "Salem? No, never." It was always Aunt Gloria's voice. I deduced that this was because A, she was nearer the kitchen, and B, she spoke more loudly than either Mum or the inspector. Then I made out a whole sentence. This was because Aunt Gloria shouted it like a thunderclap. "Salem would never run away from me!" I put my hands over my ears. I felt air pushing itself against my face. My mouth opened and closed. I said. Dad opened the door to our back garden. It was early evening outside. He mentioned for me to go out with him, but Cat shook her head. So I went out with Dad on my own. We walked down the path towards the garden shed, past our line of washing which flapped in the breeze. "Dad," I said. "Yes, Ted. What's the probability that Salem has run away?" Dad gave a scrunched up look. I'd hardly blame him if he had. Then he shook his head as if he didn't mean what he'd just said. "I don't know, Ted. I think it's more probable he's lost somewhere, just trying to get back." 60-40? Sorry? 60% probability that he's lost, 40 that he's run away. Maybe 70-30. Oh, I don't know. Then why hasn't he used his phone? Maybe he's run out of credit. Then why isn't he answering our calls? Maybe he's run out of charge. Dad looked up the 3/4 moon that was rising to the east of the city. "I know, a lot of maybes." He sighed. "Salem and your Aunt Gloria have a strange relationship, Ted. For all that she nags him and he backchats her, I think they are close." "Close? Like weather gets close?" "No, close like near, close to each other. That's why I wouldn't have thought he'd run away. Not in a strange city, not without having anywhere to go." I remembered Salem's joke fit, because he didn't want to go out to the art gallery. I remember him stamping his feet when Aunt Gloria tried to suggest leaving the eye until later. I'm good at counting things and timing things and remembering things, but I find it hard to know whether people like each other or not. I have a basic 5-point code to read in people's faces, which Mr. Shepherd has taught me from cartoon pictures. Number 1, lips up, loads of teeth showing, equals very amused and happy. 2, lips up, no teeth showing, slightly amused or pleased. Number 3, lips pressed together, slightly turned down, not amused, slightly cross, or else puzzled, hard to tell which. Number 4, lips pressed together, eyes scrunched up at the same time, very displeased or angry. Number 5, lips round like an O and eyes wide open, equals startled or surprised. I thought about Salem and the way his eyes shifted around the ground a lot, and how he'd looked up towards the sky when Aunt Gloria was talking. But it didn't fit into the 5-point code. I didn't know what emotion it matched. I thought of him in the queue to get on the eye, squinting upwards, looking down, turning this way and that. I thought of him shuffling in his sleeping bag, sighing in his sleep, recognising the 5 basic emotions in one thing. Knowing how they mix together is a completely another thing. It's 92. It's like knowing about secondary colours as well as primary colours. Blue and yellow are easy paint colours to recognise, but it isn't easy to predict if you mix them together. You get green. "So if they are close," I said to Dad, "that means Salem wants to be near Aunt Gloria always and wouldn't run away." "Not necessarily near always, but there again." Dad ran a hand through his hair, so he looked like a Stan Laurel. "We don't really know your Aunt Gloria that well, or Salem. It's been 5 years since we saw them last." The arm of a shirt sleeve on the line flapped into Dad's face and got tangled around his neck. He laughed, which seemed a strange thing to do when we were in the middle of a crisis. He peeled the sleeve out of his way. "Maybe they are close like the weather, Ted. Combustible. Who knows? All I know is it's another fine mess."